Life of ReeRee. So today I am going to be making one of my favorite dishes that I loved when I was in Ghana. It's actually an onion chicken flavored Indomie. It's a noodle. So I have 2 packs of Indomie Noodles, and this is what comes in a pack, you guys. It comes with a seasoning pack and a chili powder and a pouch of oil. So I got 2 packs of that. So, and I also brought back some of their chili powder, which is very good. It's not like ours. It's kind of like grainy, but it's very good. And I just got this. Matter of fact, I just purchased that when I was there in June. And you see how much I've used already. It's like way down here. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get me some real soon because it's very good. But I also have some cabbage. I have some tuna, just shredded up real good. And it's the pouch tuna. I don't like the tuna in the can because I don't like the water and the oil and all that. I'd rather just have it dry. I got some green onions and some scrambled eggs, and of course 4 eggs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you how I make it, how I learned how to make it when I was there. Stay tuned. And welcome back to my channel. As you know, today we are eating Ghanaian style Indomie noodles. So this whole little entourage, this is how I used to look when I used to wake up. I used to get up in the morning, have me something cooked and ready to eat. It was Indomie noodles with the eggs, my cup of coffee, but there they have Nescafe, which is very popular, you know, in Ghana. So that's what they had for, you know, for me to drink at the apartment that I was in. But I'm gonna bless this food and I'm gonna dig in, and hopefully y'all can see my plate. But if not, I'll put a little bit closer so that way you can see it. You got the fried egg on there. And it smells so good, y'all. So before we get into this video, let me bless the food. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this food that I'm about to receive. Let it be nourishment and strength to my body, soul, and mind. I let no hurt, harm, or danger come to me. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Okay. So let's see, let's dig in, y'all. I'm so hungry. So these are all the ingredients that you see me on the video. I'm gonna tell you how it is. This is so good and so flavorful. Take some of that fried egg with it. Pretty sure it's the bomb. So how y'all doing today? I believe it's my Sunday morning. As you can see, I'm in pajamas, my hair wrapped. But this is how I dressed when I was in Ghana in the morning. I would actually get up, first thing, brush my teeth, wash my face, and it'd be like 1,000 degrees outside. So of course, I would always have my fan. I'd just be fanning. Y'all, fan, I still had the air on. It was still hot. I'm talking about I'd just be fanning. But just be fanning. And I had to buy this as soon as I got to Ghana. So this is a fan. It's homemade with a little leather belt. It's very pretty. And you know, blue my favorite color, so you know I had to get blue. And it also works. So that's what I used to do. I used to get up in the morning and have my coffee and go outside and try to get some fresh air. And of course, I see the locals getting ready to go to work. And this is like early, y'all. So it was like, they're a 5-hour difference from us. So when it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon there, it was only 1 o'clock back home. So I had to kind of like 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, I think. So like when it's 7 o'clock, 7 a.m., it's 12. Wait, no, when it's 7 a.m. in the U.S., it's like 12 o'clock in Ghana, in Africa. So I had to kind of get that time thing going, and my sleeping was off. I mean, my whole lifestyle was off, but I had so much fun. When I say I had fun, y'all, I had so much fun. Every day was a fun day. So I would eat my Indomie, drink my coffee. Oh, good. Drink my coffee, and I would just eat. Outside on the porch. Watching a little 10-year-old boy. Heard, I guess he was in charge of, you know, moving the cattle from one part of the property to another. So to go feed them, they had to walk them through we call them alleys, but it's like a back road. Like, it's not on the main junction is what they call streets. We say streets, they say junction. You know, I went on the main junction. But he had to like move these cattle. He had to be about like 10 or 11 years old. I'm gonna see if I can put the clip in the actual in this video so you can see what I'm talking about. Y'all, excuse me. What's in there? With that cabbage and green onion. Look at that. So, this is what I ate. This was the safest thing in my mind that I can eat. Then I gradually like started eating like fufu. I had kinky. I had banku. I had a lot of dishes that I wouldn't think I would like, but man, that food is good. It's fresh and it's authentic. Then I fell in love with a drink that they got over there. It's by Guinness. It's a malt. Oh my God, it is so good. I'm gonna have to drink one of them in the video and show you the bottle. Matter of fact, I might put the clip in here. My fish is good. This is good. It has all the textures that you need in food, and I mean, it's seasoned well. Then that oil package, and they season the packet with the chili pack. You got the green onions. The green onions and noodles. And I will only get it from one person. Like when I first tasted it, I'm like, no. When I first tasted it, it was really good. Because we had went, you know, they sell food on the streets like we would do, like back in the days when Jewtown was up and, you know, popping or whatever, or, you know, little streets that have food, people selling food like they do now, food vendors basically, but they just in a truck. But these people are like on the street, on the junction, selling their Indomie, they banku, they tilapia. Tilapia is a big, huge fish there. I think they eat tilapia and sardines and tuna and salmon. But that's why they're so healthy, y'all. They eat good. Like all their vegetable stuff is fresh, freshly grown. Their chicken eggs are brown, not white like ours. I mean, we do have brown eggs, but they're so expensive. I think I bought like 6 eggs for like 12 cedis, which is equivalent to like maybe 25 cents here. I don't know. But I know it's cheap. Very cheap. Y'all, this fried egg on this with these noodles and these cabbage. You gotta try the recipe. And I bought the noodles back with me. I bought a whole case, y'all. Like literally, like bought a case, wrapped it up, put it in my suitcase, and brought it back. Now I grew up on ramen noodle. Sorry, I'm chewing. But this noodle right here, it takes you to a whole nother level. To a whole nother level. Their coffee is so good. And their coffee was good too. And I used to use, the milk I used to use is called Peak. It was Peak milk. It come in a card and they leave it on the shelf. Like when you go to the grocery store, you don't see the eggs. The eggs don't be in the refrigerator section like how ours is. They are like on the shelf. And I went to Americanized kind of like grocery store. It's called ShopRite. Because I stayed in that corral. So you find it was a military base there. I mean, they had like a lot of Americanized stuff. Like I was in Macy's and in the mall. They had a mall. They had, you know, it's Americanized, but it's in it's away from the rural part of that corral, like Newtown and in those areas. But it's Americanized. I mean, they had perfume, they got Jordan, they got everything we got here. But you know, the only thing that they don't have, y'all, is a McDonald's. I see no McDonald's in Ghana, not one. But they got a Burger King, a KFC. They had a Pizza Hut. I think that was it. Yeah, I think it was it. Pizza Hut, Burger King, and KFC. And the KFC was good. Everything was good. The Burger King was good. The Pizza Hut was good. Pizza Hut was a different type of pizza because they don't eat pork. They're not like they're a Muslim and Christian country. So they really don't eat pork or anything like that. You know, you find a lot of them that don't eat pork because they actually get sick of it. But you got some of them that do eat pork now. Don't get me wrong, because I passed by a couple restaurants that I seen on their menu was pork, but you won't catch most of the Ghanaians don't eat pork, you know, because they're Muslim. Well, they just don't eat it. It might make them sick. But I had so much fun, y'all. I was there over 2 weeks. So, and it was time to leave. I was all sad, but I was happy to come home because I miss my family. But eventually I'm going to take all of them back with me. So that way that I can show them, you know, the time that I had there was like great. I had a personal driver. I thought I was balling, y'all. But you can kind of do that inside of my house. I refuse to turn the air on because it's in the in-between stage of hot and cold. You know, you're just getting out of summer, transitioning into fall. So I'm not going to keep turning the air on. I'll turn the fan on you. That's why you can hear in the back. You hear the fan, so that's what it is. But, yeah, it was a good trip overall. But it was 19-hour flight. When I tell you, I did everything possible on a plane that you can do on ground as to all limitations. I watched movies, I listened to music, I played games on my phone, I went to sleep. But I was crunched between two men on the way there that I couldn't stomach. So I basically had to get up. I walked around the plane for a little while, talked to the stewardess, got to know them. They were all, I flew Ethiopia, so they were all from Ethiopia. Very nice, very nice. They spoke good English. I mean, they understood everything, you know, pretty much what I said. So it wasn't like it was a language issue. So, but yeah, I had an interesting flight. So, you know, they feed you really good. You get three or four meals while you're on there. You're on there for 19 hours. Why not? Why would you not? I think my flight was like, my whole ticket was like, for round trip, I think it was maybe $1,100 at the most. I think it was $1,100, $11, $12, one of them, 11 or 12. I forgot which one it was. But it wasn't an expensive trip at all. I can honestly say that. It wasn't expensive. So, but 19 hours in a plane, and I can't move around. I had issues with that. So yeah, I got my little hair wrap on, my little gown, but the scenery was different. Trust me. I was outside on the patio with air blowing. Some days it rained. Some mornings it was hot. Well, it didn't really rain when I was there. I think it drizzled one day and tried to rain, but it didn't. The last day I was there, though, it poured. And their rain is like, you ever seen on the movies when they like in Thailand or somewhere like that heavy rain that come down to where it like, you see people running? That's how it was. We were actually in a tailor shop getting me an African gown sewn. and it just started pouring down rain. And the guy the tailor who was actually doing it, went outside to go catch him a cup of water. He drank it. He said, "This is the best water ever." And I believe him. I believe it. We eat snow. So what's the difference? What's the difference? Nothing. But overall, I had a good trip. So if you ever want to experience a different way of life and, you know, connect with a different culture, some of us, that's our roots, where our ancestors come from, is Africa. I think everybody's doing Ancestry.com and they're finding out they're from Nigeria and they're from Ghana and, you know, South Africa, you know, they're from everywhere. So get connected. It will get you connected with yourself totally. You know, it was self-humbling is what I can say. It made me appreciate my life here in the U.S. because they appreciate everything that they got. I mean, everything. Any little thing that you give them is appreciated, but they don't like tips. They didn't like, when I went to restaurants, they really didn't like this, but I went to this one restaurant. It was an upscale restaurant. It was called, one of them was called Frankie's, and the other one was called, oh my God, why can't I remember this restaurant? I don't know. I'll figure it out. But it was a real nice restaurant. Actually, it was a hotel restaurant. They had a pool. It was everything. But I didn't want to stay in that area. I wanted to be able to cook my own food and experience the whole, you know, the feel of being in Africa, where you seeing the women carrying the babies on their back and food and water. These ladies be carrying water, like cold water out of a bottle. Well, bottles, and they have these bags called sachi bags, which are just like a Ziploc bag with water in it, sealed up, and you just chew it and take a piece off and you drink it. I couldn't get with that. The water I drank there was called Bell Aqua. Yeah, Bell Aqua. It was the best. I think it's made by Coca-Cola, if you want to be honest. So I did a lot of research before I went too, of, you know, what water was good to drink, what they had out there. So when I got out there, it was already a lot of things that was in place for me. Like I had somebody that was already there to kind of like, you know, go get this, go get that, make sure I got this, make sure I got that. And it was, you know, it worked out pretty good. You know, I got to see an aunt that I hadn't seen in a long time, Aunt Bert. She's doing very well. She lives in a different part of Ghana, but her drive was like 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours away from where I was at in Accra. But she used to live in Accra when she first went to Africa. But she moved, and where she moved to is beautiful, y'all. It's on the ocean. I also put a clip in of that too as well. I'm gonna put a couple clips in of, you know, my trip to Ghana and the experience that I had. But I'm not gonna hold y'all. This was good. I'm full. I ate a lot. I ate a whole lot, and I'm still sipping my coffee. But I'm gonna end this video. Like I said, if you want to get a self-awareness of yourself, go travel to a different country. Do something out of your realm that you've never done before, so that way you can learn to appreciate what you have. It's not what you don't have, it's what you have, because they appreciate everything. They appreciate used phones, used hair, shirts, t-shirts. I mean, everything you name it, they appreciate it to the fullest, and they take nothing for granted, you know. But you do have to be aware of your surroundings and what not to do. Don't drink the water is one of them, because you're from the U.S., so you're not accustomed to their type of water, because it's not filtered the way our water is filtered here. But for the most part, you know, you got to take a shower sometimes in cold water, because the hot water heater ain't getting that water hot fast enough for you running out. And the hot water heater is like inside the shower. Like, it's not like how ours is here in the U.S. where it rotates the whole house. They got like a hot water tank for one bathroom, a hot water tank for another bathroom, then you got another hot water tank for the kitchen. So I had to learn how to, like, consciously, you know, I had to flick a switch to get it hot, you know, to get the water hot. But the apartment I stayed in was very nice. It was very modernized. I had cable TV, and the owners of the place, the Airbnb, oh my God, they were phenomenal. The lady cooked for me, y'all. Her son was like at our beck and call, like whatever I wanted, he was there. Like, you know, if I said I needed some laundry detergent, they even wash clothes for you. They would wash your clothes, but I didn't have to wash my clothes. But yeah, they would do and they don't have a washing machine and dryer. They literally wash clothes on their hands and hang them out to dry. And when I tell y'all, that's the best smelling. If anybody from where, like I'm from Michigan, you know, we hung our clothes out to dry to get them fresh. So if you ever experience of hanging clothes outside with that fresh air smell, Baby, I was done. I don't need no fabric softener, no nothing. I mean, and then like the white stuff came out literally white. They use Ariel, the soap that we have here in the US. It's called Ariel, so they use that. But they like hand wash. They got bleach, but it's a funny name for it. They got basically all the things that we got here, you know. So, you know, I'm closing on this note to say that you know, you have to go step outside your box sometimes. Sometimes you have to travel outside of your area in order to learn different cultures and how people are more, you know, diverse in certain areas. Because I found a lot of people that was in Ghana that was from the US, then they just bought property there. They like living there. They like gave up all their property here and just moved there. So they come here to visit. I think it's where they have to, you know, you have to cross the border so many times of the year. I think that's how it works, you know, in order to keep your dual citizenship. I don't know how it works, but I think that's what the lady told me, that she has to come to the U.S. Certain times to keep before her visa expires to show that she, you know, she still want to keep her U.S. citizenship. So she'll stay here maybe for a few weeks to a month. But I met people from Kentucky, Ohio. I met somebody from Chicago, but they live like in the suburbs. Where else? I met somebody from Pennsylvania. And this is a town called Asu, which is more of like a party town. That's where like all the locals go to hang out, to go to the bars and clubs and, you know, the upscale restaurants, because it's more of an upscale area. But it's called Asu. It's in Ghana. It was really, really nice. I spent a lot of nights there at the club. A lot of nights at the club. They got a casino there. They had a lot of stuff. Street vendors. I mean, I bought stuff in the middle of the night. They had, oh my God, y'all. They had this place on the street that sold cold coconuts. And when I tell y'all, that coconut was so different and so fresh. First of all, you're drinking the coconut water out of it, so it's chilled. And once you drink all the water out, he chops it up and slices the coconut off and puts it into a bag for you. And when you eat it, it's like it's real authentic coconut, not the brown coconuts that we have here in the U.S. These are green coconuts, and the texture of it was so different. And when you ate it, it was like refreshing. It had like a textury jelly type texture to it, but it was so different and so good, and it was naturally sweet. It wasn't overpowering. So I had a lot of different fruits there that I enjoyed. Their mangoes are different from ours. Their oranges are different from ours. They like literally poke a hole in the type of orange and drink the juice. They don't eat the inside of it. So we call it it looks like an orange to me, but I don't think it was orange. It was something else. And they mango oils, and they, oh my God, they shea butters and all that. It's so much different. But I had a great experience. But like I said, I'm chatting right now because I'm full. I'm trying to eat a little bit at a time. But for the most part, the food was good. The food was phenomenal. But I did eat a lot of noodles. A lot of Indomie, as they say. And I showed you the clip in the beginning. You're also going to see how I made it in the beginning of this video. I'm going to throw some little snippets of, I think I got a video where the little boy was actually herding the cattle. And whatever I could find to make this a nice video for you guys to enjoy. But once again, like, comment, subscribe, share this video, share all videos, and hit that notification bell so when I put out a video, you can actually see what video I'm putting out and you can be on top of all the videos. But for the most part, thank you guys. It's been a blessing. It's been real. So this is my little African attire. You know what I'm saying? It's my little African attire that this is how I look when I woke up in Africa some mornings. Some mornings, you know, I would have my hair down because I had one of them rough nights where I went out drinking and had a good time. But for the most part, I got up in the morning like I had no worries. I didn't have to be at work. I didn't have to worry about getting Shawan up for school and taking care of nobody. I basically did what I want to do, and I enjoyed that. So I encourage you to travel outside your box and do something a little different. Until the next video, y'all be blessed. Continue watching. Continue to, you know, subscribe. Thank you for all my new subbies. I appreciate y'all. I'm out of here, y'all. I watched the video in the beginning. Like I said, I put the clips in the beginning. And I'll see y'all next video. Have a good one.